I'm a big fan of stories, and I am always thrilled to read something new. These days, I usually only read ongoing weekly stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I miss the feeling of being able to binge a series I love. The emotion of discovering a hidden gem for the first time, and the catharsis you feel after finishing it, it is truly a damn near indescribable feeling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I found a series that captures that so damn well. The World After the Fall was made by Sing Song, the creators of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, which I regard as the best crafted story I have ever read, not just in the manga sphere. So yeah, it was a big deal when I discovered that this was getting adapted. The story follows Jae-won, a Korean dude living in Seoul who is met by the Tower of Nightmares, a humongous tower sprawling well above the clouds. Those who accepted the summoning from the tower became Tower Walkers, and everyone else on Earth, yeah, they basically all die. The Tower Walkers, including our protagonist Jae-won, attempt to save the world by raiding the tower. If you ever read Solo Leveling, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, or really played any RPG in existence, they can earn items and skills. The foundation is honestly pretty generic. It's an RPG world, what a surprise, with a cool looking protagonist, what a surprise. But what happens next is really this series' hook. It's where you get invested in it. Eventually, the Tower Walkers discover the Stone of Regression, an item that can be split into shards that regresses the user to the past right after the towers were summoned. And it does work. I mean, this guy actually disappears. Well, fast forwarding a bit, the tower raiding wasn't going the best. A lot of deaths, a lot of gruesomeness. So some decide to use the stone to travel back to the past. This can be viewed as cowardly, as betrayal, but I don't really blame them either. To them, it's either go back to the past and restart, or die here and never be able to live again. But the story takes a different viewpoint on this concept. We don't follow Jae-won as he goes back to the past over and over again to try and save the world. No, he decides to stay in this world to try and protect the present. He is part of the group known as Carpe Diem, or Seize the Day, fitting name. One thing I have to praise this story for is really nailing it on the head in terms of themes. This theme of seizing the day, protecting the present, and moving on to the future is something I can find super relatable. The past is a very safe environment, but the present is reality. But at the same time, the story really poses the question of, is it worth it to try and protect the present when you have the choice to start it all over again? Isn't the right choice to abandon a lost world in favor of trying to rebuild? It's a genuinely thought-provoking question that our protagonist struggles with as he goes through the dungeon. The way these themes are portrayed are through the fights. They are lit as hell. The protagonist only uses stabbing and thrusting attacks, which are creatively named Slight Stab, Normal Stab, Serious Punch. And while I don't like when characters have one gimmick about them, as it feels like it's just there to be unique, I actually think his stabbing style not only plays a key role in the narrative, but also thematically fits his character. It's also kind of cool as fuck. I mean, he just stabs and the art in it just looks cool. God, I can go on and on about the series, but spoilers, and this is just supposed to be a recommendation. So, if you're looking for a thematically interesting story with hype action, good art, good writing, read this gem. Thank you for watching. Peace.